The Sri Ramana Gita of B V Narasimha Swami, Part 8. While B V Narasimha Swami was residing in Sri Ramanasramam around the year 1930, he took up the project of recasting Ganapati Muni's Sri Ramana Gita in its original conversational form. For a full introduction to this recently discovered manuscript, see the July-August 2009 Maharshi newsletter. In the present issue, we continue with the next two chapters found in the manuscript. Chapter 9, What are the Granthis? And Chapter 12, Cosmogony and Saktaism. In the Sri Ramana Gita of Ganapati Muni, these same chapters are titled On Cutting the Knot, which consist of 22 verses, and On Shakti with 35 verses. What are the Granthis? Chapter 9, 14-8-1917. Kavyakanta. What are the Granthis and how are they cut off? As referred to in the famous line, Vidyate Hridaya Granthis Chidyante Sarva Samasyaha Chiyante Chasya Karmani Tasmin Drishte Paravare. When a person realizes him in both the high and the low, the knots of the heart are loosened, his doubts dispelled, and his karmas exhausted. Mundokopanishad, Chapter 2, 2-8. This has been the subject of doubt with several bhaktas. Will Maharishi please enlighten us on this matter? Maharishi, Granthi is a knot. The knot of the heart ties two things together: the Supreme Brahman or Atma, and the appearance also of the Jiva connected with the body. The location or contact between the body and Brahman is styled as the Granthi or knot. It is by reason of that relation or knot that one gets the idea of a body, and the idea that he has or is a body. The body itself is inert, but Brahman is of the nature of consciousness. The relation between these two is inferred by the intellect. When the body is active in the waking and dreaming states, it is so by reason of its being overshadowed or covered by the image or reflection of the pure Chaitanya, that is Brahman. When, however, one is asleep or for other reasons inactive and unconscious, example, in faint or coma, such image or reflection is absent, and from this fact the place of the Chaitanya or Brahman in the body is ascertained or located. It is located in the heart, Hridayam, into which the soul or ego retreats in deep sleep, ceasing its conscious activity in all parts of the body. This heart is connected with a number of nadis, nerves, and the reflection of the Chaitanya on the heart spreads from the heart through these nadis or nerves into all parts of the body. The Chaitanya is subtle like electricity, and just as electricity, which in its manifest form is seen in lights, operates through solid material like electric wires, so this Chaitanya Jyoti or light of Brahman moves from its subtle form through these nadis or nerves into the entire human frame. The sun, from its place in the heavens, illumines the entire solar system. So does Chaitanya Jyoti, or the light of Brahman, taking its place in the heart, illumine the entire human frame. And when such Chaitanya pervades every part of this body, then does the embodied soul, the Jiva, derive all its experiences. There are various powers manifest in the different nadis or nerves according to the function performed by each tissue or organ into which the nerves enter. All such powers, however, are the various transformations of the one Chaitanya that permeates the nadis. But there is one nadi called the Sushumna, which is specifically the nadi prominently connected with the manifestation of the Chaitanya itself. It is also termed Atmanadi or Amritanadi. When man is operating through the other nadis alone, he derives the impression that the body is himself and that the external world is different from him, and hence he is filled with Abhimanam or Dehabhimanam, that is, I am the body idea. When, however, he renounces these ideas, that is, that the body is himself and that the world is different from himself, and expels the Abhimanam, I am the body idea, and enters on the inquiry into the self, Atmavichara, with concentration, then he is said to be churning the nerves, Nadi Mathanam. By such churning, the butter of the Atma or self is separated from the nadis in all parts of the body, and the self shines in the Amrita or Atmanadi. Then is the self or Brahman realized. Then one perceives nothing but Atman, Brahman everywhere. Such a person may have sense objects presented to him, and yet, even when receiving those impressions, he will receive them as himself, not as different from himself, which is the view of the ignorant. In everything that he sees, the ignorant one perceives form. The wise one perceives Brahman inside and outside of everything that he sees. Such a person is said to be a Bhinna Granthi, that is, the knotless. For him, the knot which tied up matter or body with Brahman has been severed. The term Granthi or knot is applied both to the Nadi Bandha or physical knot in the nerves, something like the ganglia, and the Abhimana or attachment to the body resulting therefrom. The subtle Jiva operates through these knots of nadis when he perceives gross matter. When the Jiva retreats from all these nadis and rests in the one nadi, that is, Atmanadi, he is termed the Bhinna Granthi or the knotless, and his illumination results in his achieving self-realization. Let us take the case of a red-hot piece of iron. Here, what was formerly the cold black iron is now seen suffused with and in the form of fire. Similarly, the one dull, cold and dark Jiva, or even his body, when overpowered by the fire of Atmavichara, knowledge of the self is perceived to be in the form of the Atman. When a man reaches that stage, all the vasanas, tendencies, derived, it may be, from many previous lives and connected with the body, disappear. The Atma, realizing that it is not the body, realizes also the idea that it is not the agent performing karma or action, and that consequently the vasanas or fruits resulting from such antecedent karma do not attach to it, the Atman. As there is no other substance besides the Atman, no doubts can trouble that Atman. The Atman that has once burst its knots as under can never again be bound. That state is termed by some Paramashakti, highest Shakti, and by others Paramashanti, supreme peace.